High Peak CVS supports voluntary and community groups throughout the area. It offers help, advice and particular support in trying to identify funding sources. Now, many of these groups have similar needs, but some have very special needs, like the High Peak Braille Group. Liz Martin has been registered blind since the age of 17. Farmer Sue Walker, with her trusty guide dog Sweep, went blind quite suddenly almost 6 years ago. But they've never felt that visual impairment prevented them from helping other blind people. They knew there was a crying need for a Braille group in the High Peak.
We feel as though we're the forgotten people because we to read anything for ourselves was very, very difficult. Yes, you've got electronic readers and things like that if you can afford them, but it's not everybody that can. And we felt that the High Peak was being left behind as regards having documents translated from print to Braille, and especially like bank statements, anything personal would be nice to be able to read ourselves, like we used to be able to do.
Time for action.
I actually wrote a letter to local businesses, Freemasons, local WIs, all sorts of different people, and the response was absolutely fantastic.
They raised £14,000 in just 5 months to buy a computer, a keypad for typing Braille and a Braille embosser. Retired businessman Bill Weston acts as their cited voluntary support. But Liz and Sue crave greater independence, and the new High Peak Braille Group has 3 clear aims: to teach Braille to keep the language alive, secondly to offer a translation service, and thirdly to encourage the public and private sectors to offer their services in Braille. For example, how do you read a restaurant menu if you're visually impaired? That's one thing Sweep can't do, yet. Sandy Schofield from High Peak CVS not only provided start-up help and advice for the group, but offers ongoing support too.
Sandy was absolutely brilliant. I've known her for a long time, and I've been on her committee for quite a few years now. And she used to help us with, we have a VIP group, which is a visually impaired group, which is a social group, which we run in Fairfield. And Sandy helped us with funding for that as well. And we just happened to mention that we thought about running a Braille group board, trying to do something with Braille involvement. And Sandy was really enthusiastic, helped us with a lot of funding, all the letters, and filling in the forms with me. So without the CVS, I don't think this would have got going.
So High Peak CVS provides that essential link, the glue if you like, between the funders, the voluntary groups and the community. It makes those community groups more active, and that makes High Peak a better place to live.